was born in Roslyn, New York, in a harbor town, which is on the North Shore of Long Island. And my friend from high school had been recruited out to a private college in Albert Lea, Minnesota. And he came back after that first year and just talked about how great Minnesota was and how beautiful the people were and how nice it was. I opened up the college handbook and it opened to M. And I said, well, that must be a sign. The most important thing that happened to me there in Mankato would have been the experience that I had becoming involved in all the various activities that I was involved in. Working with the Student Senate, being involved in becoming the treasurer, working with the student allocation funds, being involved with the accounting club, and taking on those leadership roles were very important in shaping me as an individual. They allowed me to find out what I had inside of me, allowed me to learn more about working with people and different types of people. Then, of course, there's the professors who were just so instrumental. Sam Erickson, great guy. He took an interest in me. Mr. McMahon, he was a great guy. He was an encourager. Career highlights. I think first thing was being hired by PricewaterhouseCoopers. That was a great thing. The next thing would have been earning my CPA designation, being a founding member of the Minneapolis-St. Paul chapter of the National Association of Black Accountants, and becoming a regional controller with Rogers Communications, becoming chief financial officer. Also starting my own firm, the Financial Group. That was a turning point and an exciting time in my life. Also earning my securities license, insurance licenses. Then when I became affiliated with the Metropolitan State, becoming an adjunct professor there, and never thought I would be an accounting professor. That was tremendous. Also teaching Sunday school. That is a great thing. And being one of the first members of the board of Never Curious Children's Village, which is an organization that is founded to try to help the children in Rwanda. And then working with an organization called Quiet Remembrance, which is a pendant that is the international symbol of remembrance, and helping to get that organization moving again. Being the co-founder of the Minneapolis-St. Paul chapter of National Association of Accountants, that was a big thing. Working with big brothers, that was just tremendous. Being able to see a young man who is kind of confused and really not understanding what's going on, and being able to encourage him and give him an opportunity to see, wow, there's somebody who's doing something I never even thought about doing. Also, I'm involved in UNOS, which is the United Network of Organ Sharing. I'm on the Living Donor Committee, and then also on the UNOS Finance Committee. And that organization is designed to help in the process of helping individuals who have damaged organs or failing organs to get transplants. I donated the kidney to my wife. It was a very interesting experience being in the pre-op together holding hands. So it was kind of cool sitting there and talking to each other and realizing what was getting ready to happen. I'd like to thank my mother and my father for their love and their faithfulness and encouraging me throughout the years and being great role models. I'd like to thank my wife, Annette, for being strong and not complaining through all the medical challenges that she's been through. I want to thank my sister Terry for being the kindest, warmest, gentlest, most wonderful human being that I've ever known. Those are all great people. MSU is a place where I spent many of my maturing years. MSU is a place where I learned to face adversity, to overcome adversity, to make new friends, to work with others, to accept responsibility, and to understand national, racial, lifestyle diversity. And that was very key for me.